Great, so I've been talking to myself since the past minute, and I'm sincerely sorry about that. But anyways, let's get started with this. What I was saying was the fact that I know that today's stream is a bit early, and also the fact that there might be a little bit of stuttering going on within the stream itself because of the because my internet is trying to get an established connection, and right now it's kind of having to struggle a tidbit because of it being a weekend. I feel like there's almost everybody online right now, and that's what's really messing things up for us. Anyways, do let me know if you experience a bit too much of stuttering and stuff like that, because if so, I'll probably have to restart this stream later at night. Anyways, so this is what we've got. We seem to be looking pretty good in terms of the audio levels and everything. Again, let me know if the audio levels are right or not. Right, so let's get in the zone, shall we? Look at this beautiful game. We've got ourselves quite a small little town being established. Ooh, damn. Yeah, so I gotta figure that shit out. Basically, we're gonna have a look at how exactly does the merchant trading thingy work. I am not yet 100% about how exactly is it supposed to work, but what I have understood from previous episode is that also another thing is that all these streams are available to you on my YouTube page, basically on the playlist on YouTube known as Bloter Live, wherein you can find all the different episodes that I've done for this particular game as well as all the others that I play on stream. Anyways, so now what I have figured out, getting back to the zone, is the fact that we basically want to get things collected with the trading post. So what I mean to say by that is, I'll first things first, of course, have to get this thing sorted out. Let's get people working here. Let's get this thing opened up and get a few farmers roaming around. So probably about oh damn, have people reduced in the community now? We've got 13 kids roaming around in the community. Damn, that's a massive load of people roaming around, I tell you. Now another thing I should probably do is check on the stream in terms of the audio level and everything, if it is looking good and playing right or not. Let me just check that out. Give me a minute as I do so. Basically, I know this is the worst way to get things yeah, that seems decent enough. If not, let me know. I can definitely change the setup that we've got going on. But yeah, the audio as well as the game, well, my audio as well as the game audio seems to be looking pretty good, so that should be sorted for us. Anyways, right, so now I want to get a few farmers set up, and probably the best way to do that would be just 2 farmers for now. Should be okay, because we've got wow, we've got 5 miners. Okay, that's a bit too much. Probably let's just get 4 so that I can have at least 3 farmers. Because you see, the trouble is, you definitely want to have people farming and collecting food for people. So as you can see, we've only got 15 fish. What on earth is going on? Right, so this is looking pretty good actually. So this, I guess, is mainly due to the herbalist. We've got 2 of 2 herbalists working for us, which is pretty good. But interestingly enough, it's only set up at 300, and yet it has not been able to... Wow. The previous season, it only collected 20 units of herbs, yet somehow it's able to give us that many... Look at that. Not entirely sure if the berries, onions, roots are actually coming out from the herbalist or not. Maybe we've got something else. Maybe the gatherer's hut is what is actually bringing in all the... Yep, there we go. Alright, alright. So, herbalist. Ah, right. Sorry about that. Right, so the herbalist is the one who's actually taking care of the medicinal properties in plants and stuff, right? I think that's what's going on over there. Right, apart from that, what else? We've got a market, which is good, so that people can actually start... not entirely sure how exactly does the market work, but what I do understand... tidbit is that people can basically come over to the market and look at all the things they need and take care of it, basically, I guess. Right, I think. Oh, I completely forgot. Another thing I do want to do is move the chat. Okay, let's just do that. I'm going to have to get out of the game for a tidbit, but basically we want to move the chat around and get this thing rolling right above me rather than on the side of me. Okay, that should be good. Somewhere around there. Sorry about this, guys. Again, let me know if at all you feel stuttering in terms of the game, because right now it seems to be looking okay. Like what I can see on OBS, basically my streaming software, it's looking pretty decent. We still do have a few dropped frames, but they're from previous when we started the stream. Wow, this is a bit confusing actually. It's almost as if I'm jinxing it. Let me not focus on that. I'm just gonna focus on what you guys have to say, and hopefully some of you will say something and let me know as to how exactly is the stream looking and sounding. Right. Anyways, as we move along, let's try and get a few more things sorted out in the community. So we've still got quite a lot of farmers and miners. Sorry, not farmers. What's this? The hunting cabin. Looking pretty good. Now another thing I do want to do is have a look at all the food that people have collected. Oh, so almost every house has a decent amount of food for themselves. Now let's try and find ourselves the smallest occupants in a house. So this one, right? This has only 2 occupants. And if I would look at the inventory, even a household with 2 occupants has good enough inventory. So that leads me to believe it's probably not a bad idea to get a bit more of wheat collected over here. So the way I'm understanding the trading is basically you need to have surplus firstly, and then it's basically down to barter system, right? I give him 100 units of wheat and the trader is going to provide me with something else perhaps, but that's pretty much it, I think. Don't know if there's anything else that can be done about that. Anyways, right, people seem to be doing pretty good for themselves. All I do now is actually first increase the simulation speed, just like so. And second of all, we can actually start looking at things we need to make. Ooh, whoa. That is some pretty weird road construction right there. Not entirely sure why was that done, but whatever, dude. Oh, we've got another wood cutting thingy over here. A forest lodge. Okay, so in terms of the wood, how are we looking? Not good again. I mean, we should have quite a lot of log collected, but seems like almost all of it is being utilized. Decent, definitely decent. Alright, right, so with all the houses and everything looking pretty good. How are the tools? The tools are looking pretty good. There's the blacksmith right there. I could very well ask him to stop creating. What is this? Amount of stored stone. Right, I don't have stone. Definitely cannot ask the mine to collect some stone for us. Probably not a bad idea to get a quarry. Right? Now, another question is, if I were to get the quarry, do I have to have the quarry placed on, like, around these things where there are rocks? Or can I just have it, like, right here next to this? Let's see. Not entirely sure, but there's only one way to find out, yeah? Let's see. There's mine and there is the quarry. Used to mine stone from the ground. Okay, quarries cannot be removed once placed. That I can agree. They cannot be replaced or removed, sorry, right? They cannot be removed, completely agree, but they can definitely be filled up, I think. That is something that the game is confusing. Anyways, let's try and find ourselves a decent spot, like right here. Maybe? Isn't too shabby, I don't think. Let's have a quarry placed right there. How much was it? So we needed 80 log that we can definitely take care of. Oh, come on. Who got rid of that? Was that? Yep, there we go. So another thing, I don't know if you noticed that or not, but that's the name of our small little town, Bloter. Now again, I'm open to suggestions. If Bloter doesn't sound good to you, if you've got something better, I'm gonna be down to check it out, you know. So comment and let me know in the chat if at all you've got any interesting options for us. I'm just trying to roam around, trying to find my sweet spot. There we go. Alright, so 80 log. I think we can take care of that. Now, what was the other thing that it wanted? Yeah, ouch. That's pretty weird. Like the stone and the coal. What is it? So is it asking for that or is it asking for that? Now, logically thinking about it, it should probably ask for iron. Or I don't know. Why should it even ask for iron? Or why should it ask for stone? Because I mean, I've built a quarry for stone production. Why do you need stone in order to create more stone? Well, the same can be said about money, interestingly enough. That's at least the Trump motto, right? You give me money, I give you more money, or something like that, whatever. I'm just randomly saying stuff. Don't take me seriously, peeps. Alright, now. As we try and get this thing made, I guess the best thing to do would probably be wait it out. We've got a few more people in the community, and we are low on logs. Okay. Well, the logs are looking decent. Have we harvested it all? Wait, did we even reach the harvesting stage? Ah, we did. Alright, so this thing is actually being... That's a bit confusing. Whatevs. Anyways, let's get these guys stop working there, and I can actually move them around, perhaps. So let's get... wow, we've got 8 laborers. That's quite a chunk, actually. Let's get almost half of them down into Forester, probably. Because like the Forester, I think, is the Forest Lodge that we were looking at, which is going to... not the woodcutter, this one. There we go. So this is going to actually create, or rather not create, but plant as well as cut trees, which is what we need. Apart from that, of course, I am going to need to have a few people set in the stone cutters, basically. Quarry. Right. That is going to take some time as well. Hopefully this thing works at... aha, so it does require iron. Iron seems to be doing decent, actually. So, the trouble is, iron is actually being utilized over here, as well as the logs. Ah. You know what? It's probably not a bad idea to ask this dude to stop work and just chill out for a while, yeah? Let's just ask him to chill out for a while, because I definitely want to get this done first. Right, so we've got 40 iron. That is good. Finally, we can start getting all this. Uh-oh. Are you cold? Just get back in your home, dude. Oh, apparently the weather's changing. Well, of course it is changing, because I mean I can see that it's snowing now. But what I meant to say was like the temperature. It seems like it's gotten a bit too colder than what it was earlier. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, let's get this guy back up, because we have taken care of the requirements over here of iron. That's a good thing. Alright, oh boy. Something fishy in me nose, I tell you. But yeah, we seem to be doing pretty good actually right now. In terms of the food, how are we looking actually? Would be a good question to ask. Not bad. Not bad at all. So of course, this time we created potatoes, and that's what we've got collected. Apart from which, of course, if I were to open up all the different occupants and their houses, wow. Ariane. So there's only one girl living over here, and she is somehow able to get that many things collected. Why? Stone house. Oh, I can actually upgrade these houses. Well, I don't know if I should. Probably one of you could actually help me out with that. So what I've heard is that stone houses are better at storing electricity, no, storing heat than anything else. Or maybe it's just a rumor, perhaps, I don't know. But that's what I've noticed as well. Like mostly when you look at all the cold places, they mostly do have houses and stuff made up of wood. It's an interesting question to ask, I think. Anyways, right now all we can do is chill out and wait a tidbit. While we do so, would have been awesome if I could just look at what is Steam trying to download over here, because I can see that my Steam, I'm sorry guys, is trying to download something. What do you want? Airport CEO. Great. That's exactly what is needed right now. Well, thankfully it did not start downloading. So let's have a look at that before we get into anything else. If I were to look into downloads, allowed hold during gameplay. Okie dokie. So I've not got that selected, which is a good thing. Let's get back into the game, shall we? And resume. Oh, we've got quite a lot of people. Hopefully we can take care of them all together. I wouldn't want them all fading away with time as we progress, I guess. Well, I hope, actually. Right, we are pretty low on what? Iron is low. Okay. Stowed stone, stowed iron. Right, so I do think this guy is supposed to be creating some iron for us. Yes, he is, but he isn't looking too good. Let me actually pump up its limit, as well as get this profession menu popped up, wherein we can have a look at the miners. There we go. Let's get about 8 miners working on that. Once we've got the query established. Oh, we've actually got the query set up. Let's reduce that number to 6 and get about 2 into stone cutting. Or let's just equalize that. Let's get that to 5. Let's get that to 3. Something like that should be good. I could of course even reduce it further, but I think I'm going to be happy with that. Awesome. So now with all that set up, we seem to be looking pretty good. Sweet. And now they're going to start creating some well, that's a pretty interesting query that they've got around here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Awesome. So we are looking pretty good in terms of the amount of things that we've got collected. Have a look at stored medicine. Looking pretty good. Stored food is off the chart right now. Stored tools are looking decent. Amount of stored coal, we don't have any. Stored clothes. Right, clothes is another thing I want to look into. Stored alcohol. I'm pretty sure if I were to give them alcohol, they will definitely start to... Uh-oh. Probably best to get them working again. Let's get our... wow, what is that? A merchant has arrived at the trading post. God, I wish I could use those dudes, but I don't think I can. Let's take away one more miner and get them working in there, and take away one more miner. There we go. Now we're in equilibrium. Beautiful. Of course, we do want to have all the people that we can in the forest and the woodcutting department, and thus I'm not going to change that number whatsoever at all. What I do want to change though, or try and look at, is the clothes. Right, so auto purchase we've got set to never, but what I do want is textile, bro. How do I get this textile? Right, we're gonna trade. So he's ready to give me cattle, apparently. 6 cattle. For what? He was trading additional 800 units to complete this trade. Ah, interesting. So the cost is 800. There you go. I can give him anything, but that basically has to amount to 800, and that's what he's got. Customer from Damazel. What is that even supposed to mean? Not sure, but basically last time he came in, he had chickens. This time he's got cattle. Next time he'll probably have sheep. I don't know if I really need any of those, but it does give me a basic idea that we're going to need about 800 of this wheat or something, I guess. Let's have 400 of that. Let's have about... uh-oh. Right, let's have about... there we go. 20 mushroom, 20 leather. Where is potato? There we go, potato. And logs and iron tools. Hey, sorry, that's not possible. Dude, this thing is a bit tricky. There we go, alright. Potato is 20. I definitely want to bump that up to, let's say, at least 100 to 200. Ah, I see what's happening. So basically, what is going on is that the most units that I give to individual product, for example, I've given potato 200 units or desired units, is going to move up the scale. Like for example, right here, iron tools are at 0. As I move it up to 20, it's going to go up. and firewood came down because it was at 0. Aha, we're learning. Beautiful. Right, so let's just wait for this to happen. So basically, some laborer or somebody's actually going to start getting all that stuff from these barns into the trading post, and then we can probably start trading. Beautiful. Looking pretty good. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome weekend. Also, another thing is, please do let me know if you experience any stutter during the stream, because I am experiencing a little bit of lag. Not lag actually, but we've got a few dropped frames going on right now, and just want to know if on your end it's looking good or not, because in terms of the upload speed or whatever, we're doing decent. We're doing decent, not the best. Right, how are the people in our query looking? Looking pretty good actually. So let's have a look at this. Right, so if I were to look at the current season, they've got about 12. Wow, 12 units. Not bad. Uh-oh, somebody's done something pretty interesting. Thank you so much, sir, from Thailand. Well, at least that's what I understand. What you've written is something in Thailand, but thank you so much for the subscription. Sincerely hope, sir or madam, I sincerely hope you're able to firstly understand me, and secondly, have fun. Thank you so much for the sub. Sincerely hope you are able to enjoy the videos that we've got. We've got about 280 videos online. Ooh, wow. Okay, so blacksmith has finally... Uh-oh. Got a few tangled wires. There we go. Right, so the blacksmith has finally got... Ooh la la. I don't know if I really want to get that thing pumped up, because it probably would be better to have him lay low. Right, so let's stop him working, because we've got about 100 stored. These are stored tools, right? So that is going to be utilized only and only when people need, right? Apart from that, we'll just have those set to 100, 102, whatever. I guess I could just lay low. I could ask blacksmith to lay low, sorry, and start collecting a few of these. Like for example, the stored iron, we're looking not too good, as well as the stored stone, we aren't looking good in that as well. Right, another thing I should probably be looking at is the coal situation that we've got. First things first, let's open up the profession menu and look at where the blacksmith is. Where are you? There. Awesome, so let's have him move back into the laborer situation. Beautiful. Ah, they've already started harvesting. Not bad. We're already in autumn. Hopefully in another 20 minutes we'll be in winter, and yeah, we've got a decent amount of wheat. Basically we've got quite a lot of food, so I don't have to worry about that, which is a good thing. Now what I do want to be worried about is this, the trading post, because I do want to get textile moving into the community, and that I can only do, at least I think I can only do that once I've got sheep or cloth or something basically. And by myself I don't have any, so I'll probably have to wait it out, wait for this trader dude to come back around, and we'll get some trading done, won't we now? Awesome. Also another thing I could probably look into is the fish production. How are the fishes looking? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Sorry about that. Right, there we go. We've already got winter, late autumn it is, and we're going to start off with early winter. Not bad actually, the current season as well as the previous season. We're looking pretty decent in terms of the fish that we've got collected. So about 500 units, and how the friend who met us in the previous stream explained to me was that you can almost think of each and every one of these citizens taking up 10 units of that individual food. So what I mean to say is, of that 500 that we got collected in the fish department, 10 units are for just this citizen, who is called Olet, apparently. Olet, that's interesting name. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Olet. Right, I can definitely stop these farmers working in the winter. Let's open up our profession menu again and get these farmers off farming and probably get a few more into miners, and there we go. In fact, let's bump it up to 5 each so that we can actually start collecting quite a lot of iron and stored stone. Not bad. Wow, that is beautifully done. Again, I mean, what I mean to say is that even though the quarry is completely full of snow, we do have people working in the quarry as well as the mill. Oh, sorry, the mine. Not bad. It's probably... Uh-oh, there's somebody cold. How are we looking in terms of the stored firewood? Looking pretty good. So we've got about 763 units of stored firewood, which is going to be utilized by all of these houses. As you can see, they're all burning the stored wood. So that's good. Surely, it should be. God, now I lost me thought. I was actually onto something and then I completely forgot. No. Ah, damn. What was I going to... never mind. Alright, what we were going to try and do is, now that we've got about 43 students, not students, basically adults, how about we start looking at some more housing options, because I'm sure people are going to need quite a lot of houses. Let's get one more house built since we've got the space for it right here. Almost all the houses that we've got are are full. There's only that house with the lady where she's 72 years old, and well, there isn't much we can do. Oh wow, there's Ilya as well, who's just a single person. Apart from that, all the others are families. Oh, not her. Interesting. We've got quite a lot of hers roaming around in the community, living a pretty chilled life, if I can say so. Because they've got such a big house to themselves, and if you were to look at the inventory, look at that. I mean, they've got a decent amount of food stored as well, from wheat to onions to fish to berries to deer meat. What more do these girls want in life, I tell you? Awesome. Seems like probably best to get our farmers back. Let's do so and get these farmers back into the groove. Let's get about 2 of them this time, and let's leave the others into mining and all that. Oh my goodness, look at that. We had a big jump in the amount of laborers that we've got. Probably best to get those miners as well as the stonecutters back, and also get a few of these guys set up. Pretty good. Gotta keep it in equilibrium. That's what I love. Awesome. What else? What else can we do? For now, I don't think there's much I can do apart from waiting on for that trader, because I've got quite a lot of things that I would like to get traded. Inventory, look at that. We've got so many things that we've got collected. Let's have a look at this. Hold on. Can I please not have you just stick there while I open that? Oh, would have loved to have compared. Alright, so as you can see, we've got quite a lot of mushrooms, about 750 units, which is actually a lot, quite a lot. Right, so probably best to get a few of those mushrooms. Yeah, and then we've got 100 odd units over here. So probably not a bad idea to get a few of those mushrooms moved in towards some trading. There we go. So let's get about 200 odd mushrooms and about 300 odd potato units set up. Berries I don't necessarily care much about. Let's just have that set at 100. Should be good for now. In terms of tools, we're looking pretty decent. Not a bad idea if I were to actually get the blacksmith back in the groove. Maybe we could. Maybe we should. I don't know. Can we actually get a good little thumbnail right about here? Somewhere like there should be good. There we go. Beautiful. That's not the one. That's the one. Awesome. Definitely gotta have your this thing opened up, basically, wherein you can actually see all the different things that we've got collected in the community. Looking pretty good. Oh wow, we've actually got some more people now. Look at that, we've moved up the chain of command. Now we've got 5 laborers roaming around in the community. Probably not a bad idea to start looking at expanding. What should we be looking at? So we've got stored iron set at 26. Probably not a bad idea to send a few of these small little dudes who've just grown up to be adults and send them oh, this is so crazy, send them to work at mines basically. So we've got kids as not kids actually, like I just said, they have turned old and now they're off the age to work, but still sending a 18-year-old dude to work at a mine does kind of sound shady if I can say so. Oh boy, that's not good, but I do need it. As you can see, the reserve for iron is low, and that is after the fact that we've got the blacksmith off. Because like initially we had the blacksmith working, so the blacksmith would actually use the log as well as iron to create the tools that he was creating. Coal I've not even looked at yet. Probably not a bad idea to do so. Should we? Or let's just hold it off, because I'm not entirely sure. Where can I use that coal? Looking pretty decent actually right now. In terms of the food, it's looking okay. Probably not a bad idea to get rid of all this stone that we have here. And hold on, where was that thingy? Remove resources, there we go. Right, so let's get all of this removed from here. Hopefully they'll do it soon enough so that I can actually start thinking about some sort of orchard, it's called, or something, right? Right, there it is, the orchard. And we can actually have an orchard placed right here. The trouble with the orchards is the fact that most of the times the orchards end up being the ones that spread diseases. So I don't know if I really should have orchards or not. Right, another thing is, again, do let me know guys if you are experiencing stutters and stuff in the stream, because like I said, this is not the time that I'm normally streaming at, and normally this time, especially today being a weekend, there are all the people around in the apartment. They are using their own internet, and it does affect, even though it's not my internet, but the whole building, the whole society altogether gets one big internet connection, if I can call it that, which is then being subdivided amongst all these different houses. And so if everybody is going to be using it, it basically bottlenecks and ends up being a bit of a disaster in terms of streaming. Anyways, enough talk there. Let's have a look at ooh, okay, I can actually ask him to bring in all these things next time he comes around. Is that what's going on over here? Let's ask him to get some wool. Let's ask him to get some warm coat. And hold on, what all do you have on you right now? So he's got pumpkin seeds, hide coat. Not a bad idea. I'm gonna get all 15. Or should I? It's like we've got quite a lot of citizens in our community, and having like 15 coats and asking them to share would probably not be a good idea. Right, in terms of the pumpkin seed, I can definitely trade. Uh-oh, come on. He's only gonna give us one pumpkin? Come on. You must trade an additional 2,500 units to complete this trade. What on earth is happening? 20 units, okay. I can give you 20 units of that. How about that? Let's actually increase. There we go. So we need about 200 units of apple, and I'm gonna give you 100 units of berries and 100 units of mushroom. There we go. That should be okay. Let's trade. Awesome. So basically that should give me... Right, what about this? Hide coat. I sincerely don't know if I should go along with this or not, but I do want to order a couple of things. Not sure if I need that hide coat or not, but what I do need is well, mostly all the things I've already selected. I need wool, I need wool coat, I need warm coat. That's pretty much it. Rest I can take care of. In terms of seeds, I've already asked him to get walnut seeds. I can ask him to get pepper seeds. as well as bean seeds and cabbage seeds. And cherry seeds. No. Yeah, that should be good. Awesome. That should be perfect. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Alright, that's trading done. And now that we've actually got these guys sorted out, how about we actually get an orchard? But right now it's autumn. Probably best to wait it out. Right, so these guys are done with that. I'm not sure if there is a crop that I could use, which could be like a like a year-over crop. A crop that I place once that can be, you know, like used up again and again all throughout the year. Because like right now what's happening is I've only got the option of either farming potatoes or wheat, and both of those are going to be only utilized during, you know, the summer and the summer season basically. And during winter they cannot do anything with them, whereas I know there are fruits and other things that can be grown during winter as well. I just don't know which ones to go for. Is it going to be one of those one of those gambles is what I'm thinking of. I don't know. I sincerely don't know. Right now we're looking pretty good. Probably not bad to actually start expanding on the stone cutter situation that we've got. There we go. Something like that should be awesome for now. Alright, looking pretty good we are. Yep, we've got quite a lot of dropped frames. That's just crazy, I tell you. That is so crazy, dude. Wow. Okay, first things first, let's actually just save this. Bloter guard is where we're going to save it. Yep, you can overwrite it, no problem at all. And let's resume that. Hopefully I get my stream back on track, because right now it's not looking too good. Oh, this is seriously not looking too good. I'm kind of questioning the idea of streaming right now, or probably getting back at it later. Let's just give it 20 more minutes. If things don't look too good, I'll probably have to come back again. And 20 minutes mainly because it'll complete an hour, and it's probably best to have the stream run at least an hour long, you know, rather than having a 30-minute, 40-minute long stream. Anyways, so in terms of the advancements, probably not a bad idea to get this blacksmith back on track. Let's get our blacksmith back. Hopefully it would have been better if I could get the same dude to work as the blacksmith that we had earlier, but I'm not sure if anything like that even exists in the game. So for example, this one dude that we had set up as blacksmith earlier spent quite a lot of seasons working as blacksmith, so I guess he got much efficient with his work, and then we asked him to just bug off basically, right? And so now that we've got a new dude working at the job, this dude right here who is 58 years old, maybe he's the one. Should have probably checked. Right, so now we know for a fact that Constan is working as a blacksmith. Cool. That's good to know. Awesome. So now that we've got quite a lot of interesting things coming along with the trader, it's probably not a bad idea to start advancing in terms of the community itself and what we're providing to the community. So I want to look at how do I get some alcohol made. Again, I think in order to get the alcohol made, I am going to need vineyards and stuff, which I guess is being substituted by orchards. Maybe. Or maybe not. There you go. Brews alcohol and makes citizens happy. What do you know? And another thing is that I do believe that this alcohol thingy is actually going to come in handy. Right, so let's leave that kind of space around here so that I can actually get this road going straight up. So right now it's a dirt road. Probably not a bad idea to start looking at expanding this as well. So rather than having a dirt road, probably could look into getting an actual road, you know. What all options do we have? So we've got dirt road, then we've got stone road, then we've got wooden bridges, and we've got tunnels. Okay, tunnels are an interesting thing to look forward to. Not entirely sure where exactly am I going to utilize those tunnels, but still, that's a good thing to look forward to. Anyways, let's get our farmers back on track, shall we? Okie dokie, looking pretty good. Looking real good, actually. Probably not a bad idea to start getting some more houses, because as you can see, the more houses you create, the more citizens you're going to end up with, right? And this whole area, I was thinking of having just 4 houses. And since we've got this small little place over here, how about we try and get a road down here? Not bad, it actually works. Didn't expect it to, but it did. Alright, hold on. Let's get it going all the way straight like so. Beautiful. And now with that done, I can probably start getting a few houses made over here, with a bit more room in front this time around. And on the sides, or no, not on the sides. Let's just have houses connected all together. Thinking kumbaya. Let's rotate you around and get you sorted out like so. Beautiful. Now I don't know if there is enough space to have one last house in the end. Because in terms of, hold on, what exactly does the house need? 16 units of, let's just click on that. So we need 16 units of log and 8 units of stone, which I'm pretty sure we should be capable of. So as you can see, 80 units of stone is what we've already got stored. In terms of logs, I'm not looking too good. Not entirely sure why. How about I start getting rid of this and just cutting down all these trees, you know? Let's pump it up to about 800 units of production. Hey, wait. We've got a tavern, but we've got nobody working at the tavern. Let's have one person working at the tavern. Ah, alright. Wheat ale. Dude, that's the best beer ever. Wow, what a beautiful start. Oh, come on. Seriously? Are people actually going to be able to walk underneath this? Or maybe they will. Okay. Oh, not bad. Let's look at our profession tab and have a look at how people looking. I do need some more labors. What should I do? Let's get that thing opened up. Have a look at this. So in terms of the stored iron, we've got quite a lot. So let's get about yeah, let's bring that mining stuff down to 6 units of 6 people basically, because they are the ones who are actually working on the iron. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Hold on. Why is this thing not working? The material required to perform work are not available. What on earth are you talking about? Ah. Food is low? Dude. That has got to be the craziest thing ever. How come the food has gotten so low? I think it's probably to do with this, because I've got so much of inventory over here. Let's just send it all back, I think, because the community needs it more than any of these. Let's have wheat right there, but in terms of the mushrooms and berries and stuff, let's just have it all go back. Let's have about 400 units of wheat around here. Yeah, we're not looking good in terms of the food whatsoever at all. Damn, I wouldn't want people dying on us. I couldn't definitely start asking the farmers to... Yeah, let's just ask them to start harvesting this, because there's no food whatsoever at all. This is crazy. How are the inventories looking? Ah, it could very well be because we've got so many of these new houses built that they've got enough for this season, like in terms of food that they have. Look at that. Almost all the houses have good enough food stored, but I guess they're just crying out loud because of the next season is what they're worried about. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Right, now, another thing I do want to do once this thing is done is basically have a look at how much... Wow. The stream is struggling quite a lot, guys. This is crazy. It's not to do with the number of viewers that we've got, but it's to do with the quality of stream. Because the viewers are only going to stick as long as the stream quality is decent, you know? And right now it's not looking too good. Let me show this to you. If I were to show this to you, what you're going to see is something like there. Look at that. We've got about 23% dropped frames in terms of the KB that we're uploading at. It's just crazy. So I've set it up to about 2000 KBs, 2200 to be precise, and it's kind of all over the place right now. Not too happy about that. Not at all happy about that, in fact. Well, whatevs. Let's just give it 10 more minutes and hopefully some of you show up to at least let me know in terms of the stream quality at your end. How is it doing? Because like at my end, I'm not too convinced about the quality. But anyways, I digress. Let's keep moving. Let's get a few more things done. Right, how are you looking, dude? This guy's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at wow, look at that. The guy is making quite a lot of tools. That is looking pretty good. It's the food that is struggling, actually. Right, so hopefully having reduced all those small little berries and stuff, it should now show up over here, and it does. But yeah, we don't have enough. We definitely don't have enough. Wow, this is a tragedy. This is a big tragedy, I tell you. Alright, so now that they're done with that, let's have the farmers move on to something else whilst I take care of the farming needs. Let's have them move on to stone collection and stuff. There we go. That should be in equilibrium. Now, I want to get this thing deleted. How do I delete this? Basically, you want to destroy this. Remove roads. Cancel removal. No. Remove resources. Harvest. Stone collection. Dude, how exactly do I delete this? Oh, not what I wanted. It's like the thing is, I wanna delete this field so that I can get this field converted into 2 different fields and get a small little place for the orchard that I was planning to get. And probably a pasture as well. Not a bad idea to get that while we can. Well, we cannot right now, but hopefully we will be able to soon enough. Collect iron, collect stone, harvest trees, remove resources. Right, so can I just remove you? Not sure if it's going to work or not, but we can definitely increase the priority of it. We do have quite a lot of labor roaming around, and hopefully they should be able to take care of this, maybe? Let's see. Fingers crossed yet again. Nope. Nothing's gonna happen, I don't think. Wow, this is not good. But nevertheless, the food situation is looking decent. Not the best, but it's looking decent. If we were to look at our fishes, not bad. How is it that the fishing dock has somehow gotten logs collected as well? That's pretty weird. Whatevs. Alright guys, I think that is enough experiment right there. Because again, in terms of the stream quality, not too happy about it. Let me just quickly save this Bloter guard that we've got done. And I'll have to exit and get started in another stream, guys, because well, of course the other stream is going to be another 3 hours maximum. But when I look at this, it's kind of struggling quite a lot. At times it goes down to red. It goes down to about 700 or 400 kb, which is like disgusting. And the biggest trouble is I do not know how exactly is this panning out in front of you or at your end, basically wherever you guys are joining in from, you know. And I cannot carry on like that. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much, sir, for the subscription. Sincerely, thank you. Until the next stream, which is going to be another 2 hours maximum. Thank you all, and bye bye, and stay.